Stake Ambassador Israel Adesanya here, and you can now bet live on UFC fights at stake.com. They have live streaming and all the best UFC odds and promotions. Plus, when you sign up using the code Adesanya200, you'll receive a 200% bonus on your first deposit. Bet smarter, stake.com. Yeah, we're back again. You know who it is, me and him. About to break down the first pay-per-view in a few weeks.
Well, I was promised a fruit platter on
Fruit
a
platter.
rifle. But
Hey, this ain't the Blackamoto show. We don't do that over.
Hey, but you're a real man, so I opted for jerky instead.
I'll take some.
So help yourself.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
set me up.
Not bad.
Jim said that it'll be funnier if I didn't get it and watch you rage. So
Nice.
That's pretty good.
All right, can we please get a 281 camp update?
Update. Well, we're meant to film this yesterday. Let me chew this first. Hold up.
Yeah, take your time.
That's why jerky maybe not such a good idea.
I told you should have fucking stopped.
Why are you so aggressive?
I was gonna stop. He was like, no, we'll leave them later.
Violence is
a
not
little bit
always
upset.
the answer.
Oh, now I'm sweating again, man.
Nah, also, because I'm doing the semen retention thing.
Oh, nah, this is a new thing.
Oh,
Hold
excellent.
up. I actually thought he was joking. I thought it was fucking.
I've done that.
Nah, man. See? And what did you think?
I've done it, but
Okay, what's your stance on the whole abstaining thing then? Because it's a boxing thing.
Somewhat.
myth.
Myth?
It's a myth, yeah. Like, Muhammad Ali used to do it for like 3 months.
Yeah.
But if you do that, then like your body stops producing as much testosterone. So
But what about jerking off right before the fight and going
Yeah,
in
well,
there,
that's
going in
stupid.
there with the post-nut
You're not gonna
clarity,
jerk
so you
off
see
while
everything.
training.
Post
So you see everything.
Yeah, but then your arms are noodles.
Back to where we were. 281 camp update.
I feel like before we leave NZ, the synergy in the camp's gonna be different. It's gonna be on a whole nother level than it's ever been because of the work we're doing now. I feel like we're paying now, and we'll make them pay later. That's how I feel. Yeah. There was a moment yesterday. I think I came off the treadmill, and then I hit the ground, and then Dan hit the ground beside me, and I could just see him under my armpit, like, oh fuck. And I rubbed his head and he shook my hand. I'm just like, yeah, let's fucking go. It was just like, it was nothing, but it was that moment of just mutual suffering. Yeah, so I feel like that. We pay now, so they pay later. We'll make them pay later.
All right, back to the card. I'm gonna scroll down. You can give me your stacked meter rating.
That Makhachev, I look forward to seeing him fight. I look forward to that fight. Dariush versus Gamrot. Stack meter, I'll give it a solid. Give it a solid 8.7.
Okay, sleeper fights. What should the fans be looking out for?
Just from what I've seen of Makhachev and what Tim's told me about him. Before I actually seen him, Tim was already singing his praises. And then I seen him fight and I was like, oh, there was one I saw recently where he had this flying knee into some fucking ridiculous choke. And I was just like, oh shit.
All right, let's start from Bilal and Sean Brady.
This, another sleeper fight if you ask me, because Bilal's not really a big name yet. But he's known within the MMA community, and so is Sean Brady.
What can a fighter like Bilal Muhammad do to sort of reinvent himself?
Yeah, reinvent himself.
Where are you going with that? What do you mean what do you mean re-issue himself?
You know what I mean? Reinvent
What
himself.
were you gonna say?
It's a serious question.
I don't know.
Reposition himself in the fans' minds.
Fuck him. Nah, don't try. That's the thing. If you try, don't try.
Because it comes down to like, your brand, your...
Yeah, don't try and please him. Fuck the fans. Just do you. If he's doing him, just keep winning and keep doing you. No matter what, if you keep winning, they're gonna have to just take notice.
I think he's pretty entertaining on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter, I see him jibber jabbing.
He engages with the fans and stuff. He's doing the right things.
I like the
he
glasses. He walks out with glasses.
he went over there. He's training with Khabib. Like he's making. This is going to be a heavy grappling fight.
Grappling might cancel each other out. If they're gonna stand up and bang, Sean Brady has the cleaner stand up from what I've seen, like far cleaner. But Bilal surprised me in his last fight. I did not think he was gonna do that to Vicente Luque.
And he's standing now, so.
So it's Caitlin Chookagian versus Manon Fiorot. I got a cool clip of Fiorot putting in work here.
Okay, that's her white short. Oh, nice counter. She's long, rangy. Nice. Ooh, good counters. Good counters. Oh. Yes, nasty. That was nice.
How do you think the fight plays out?
Chookagian's very good defensively on the feet. She's very good at keeping distance, and she's very good at timing her grappling. So I'm going to lean towards Chookagian because she's defensively responsible.
Off the highlight you showed me, I'm gonna go off the French girl. Allez bleu. Yeah, let's go. All right, next fight.
Benil Dariush versus Gamrot.
Dariush is very strong grappler. His striking, it's improved a little bit from what I've seen, but initially he was quite Bambi-ish with his striking. When he gets tired, he kind of reverts back to that I've seen.
I feel like Benil's the better striker. He's got a very good coach. Rafael Cordero. Gamrot is kind of all in, like he's gonna look for the takedown and look to put on the back, but Benil Dariush is like not really a guy you want to take down. He's a very good submission grappler. He's black belts, and he's a very high level black belt. So yeah, I'm just interested to see how Gamrot approaches the fight. But if I had to pick, I would lean towards Dariush winning that.
I'm going Gamrot anyway. I'm just gonna go Gamrot because I'm just gonna gut feeling. Gamrot seems like a gamer, gusto, and he fought more recently than Dariush.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
No, I like it, the fact that he's finally getting not legit, because I feel like Sean has fought some legit guys, but a legit top contender.
How would you grade his run so far?
I think smart. Get your experience, because look at her, just fucking wins, finishes, and then now he's got that experience in the UFC. He's got rounds, like ring or octagon time in the UFC on the big stage, and now he's ready for a big show. This is like his biggest fight yet. If he beats Peter Yan, he can fight for the title. He wins this, he can fight for the title, but it's not an easy. And also, it's 3 rounds. That's one thing you have to realize. 3 rounds, because Peter does start slow when it's but when he gets going. Like the first Aljamain Sterling fight, once he got going, couldn't stop. So the second time Aljamain fought him, he didn't even let him get going. He just stuck to him like glue, was on his back, and just drained him. Drained his enthusiasm, as we like to say. As he did that. So
as a fighter for you, is it like exciting? Even for me, I was like thinking about it the other day, like to see Sean win and beat Peter. It's like it's exciting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like
I'm not saying he can't win. He can definitely win. And I've been going back and forth. This is like a 50-50 fight for me, depending on who shows up. Who shows up that night, who really wants it. It's 3 rounds. It's only 3 rounds. 3 rounds is easy, bro. Not easy, but like, it's easier than 5.
I feel like if it was 5 rounds, I would definitely be leaning towards the pressure of Peter Yan. It just comes down to like Sean getting his respect early. If he can catch with like Peter's very good defensively. Sean needs to catch him with something hard, whether it's a front kick, whether it's a straight punch. He needs to catch him with something early. He needs Peter Yan to respect him, because if Peter closes that range and gets that pressure and that dirty boxing, not so much takedowns. I don't think that's going to play too much into it, because Peter Yan, majority of his grappling is defensive grappling. Like 99% of his fights, people take him down and he defensively grapples, which he's incredibly good at, but he's not so much an offensive wrestler or an offensive grappler. So I'm leaning towards Peter Yan, but it's like if he gets caught with something hard early and Peter Yan then has to respect him and keep his distance, it's going to be a different fight. But if I had to hedge a bet, I would say like Peter Yan and his pressure and his experience at the top level, but definitely winnable fight for Sean O'Malley as well.
So official pick?
Motherfucker, I said Peter Yan. How many times I say that? It's like,
it gets better. It gets better.
TJ is a professional. Like he lives, breathes, eats this stuff. Like I've trained with him. Like he's game. Like this is like championship mentality for sure. But I would just say, for me, it would just come down to Sterling's being consistently in the octagon. TJ, I would just say it comes down to the amount of time that he was seriously injured. Before that, obviously the PEDs, which was 2 years off. So he's fought once in 3.5 years, and compared with Sterling.
Yeah, I think momentum is on Sterling's side definitely, because he's been fighting. He's fought Yan twice now. Cage time, Sterling, Aljamain. Yeah, he's just been more consistent. Either way, if I was gonna pick this fight based off just what I've seen lately, and my man's sticky, bro. Honestly, whenever he grabs you, I was impressed he was able to stick on Peter, and Peter knew what he was gonna do, but he couldn't get him off him. So I'm gonna go Aljamain by backpack. I just think Aljamain, right? Also, he seems confident now. He's starting to step into the role more as a champion, especially after his last win. It's like no one can take that away from him and say, oh, you took a illegal knee or whatever. Like, that kind of stuff, yeah, it can affect you, but I feel like he's just more confident. I can see it, the way he's carrying himself as well. Yeah, just confident rolling into this one. I'm going to go Aljamain.
Yeah, Aljamain. Just momentum. He's been more active.
And for the main event,
This gets interesting. I'm going to go, this fight I was going, maybe earlier on I'll be like back and forth, but now as it gets down to it, something, I don't know, gut feeling. Not even just off the stylistic fight, but just off the gut feeling. I'm feeling Oliveira. He even reckons a first round knockout. I don't think so. I do not think so. But, I mean, he has every right to, because you see the way he handled Justin Gaethje, you see the way he handled Chandler, and you're just like, this guy is just on a roll right now. Same thing, momentum. Momentum is very powerful when it's used right. But so is Islam. Islam has fucking got mad momentum behind him as well. But Oliveira, the way he's illuminated by God. Something just tells me he's gonna cause an upset. I feel like Oliveira is gonna cause an upset in this fight. But again, this is why paper can't fight paper. They go in there and fight. Stand-up wise, I like his Muay Thai is nice. I think he's probably got more diverse striking than Islam. I think Islam definitely has better striking than Khabib. Khabib was a nice striker, but it was a nice striker because of his wrestling. People were too worried about it, so he was just catching everybody. Oliveira, yeah, very clean on the feet lately. Even the hooks he caught homeboy with, you see his placement of his hand is right there. He's doing everything right. And his grappling is ridiculous. We've all seen. He's got all the fucking records for submission and all that shit. But yeah, it'll be interesting, man. It might even be a stand-up fight. Who knows? What if their grappling cancels each other out?
all right, bless us with your insights, Daniel.
Show some highlights so we can study.
They fight so often.
I'll flip a coin.
Yeah, do we have coins?
Coins for what?
You got a coin? I want to flip a coin and tell you who's gonna win. All right.
I can flip something better.
Yeah, this is shit.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Let's go. That's heads. And this is tails. So Illuminato side, Oliveira, heads,
Ooh.
Islam. You see what I did there? See what I did?
That was cool. All right.
Flip a stack. That's Islam.
Nah, I think Oliveira's gonna win. This is a very long time to hold a guy like Charles Oliveira down on the ground. Not like saying he's gonna try his best to get out or tire him. So he's just very comfortable there. That's just not how Charles Oliveira's ever been beaten before. It's like just worn out with wrestling and. Nah, in saying that, poor fella did do that. But he's a different fighter now. I feel like he's much more mature fighter. He's improved a lot, he's progressed. Yeah, I just think Charles Oliveira, and he's dangerous on the feet as well. He's dangerous on the feet, he's dangerous on the floor. It's just a long time to get held down.
Does Oliveira surpass Khabib if he beats Islam? Khabib's legacy.
What?
They're just different.
Yeah,
they're just very different.
This is a casual
Charles
question.
Oliveira's
This is what everyone's talking about. I'm trying to get your opinion.
Casuals.
No, this is what the fans.
Surpass. It depends who you ask. I don't know, but Oliveira is going to definitely fight more after this, and if he keeps winning, definitely he's going to surpass Homeboy's legacy. He already has all the records. Hot take, plot twist. He beats Islam. Khabib got to come back. He got to come back. He got to come back and be like, I must avenge.
You seen how big he is? He's not.
Yeah, put the cheeseburgers down.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's an asinine question. It's apples and oranges. Like obviously Khabib's will never be passed because he got out undefeated. Like that, he got out with no blemish on his record. That is, Oliveira's never going to beat that. But obviously Charles Oliveira has had some just incredible performances. He's taken on all comers. He's fought under tough circumstances. He's going to. Like Islam's, essentially like a hometown advantage for Islam. Like the champion shouldn't have to do things like this. Like he's had a very difficult road as a champion and accomplished a lot. So I just feel like it's apples and oranges. Like he's never going to get those 8 losses off of his record. Yeah. And if someone likes apples and they say that being undefeated is the best thing you could ever possibly do, then you're never going to change their mind that Charles Oliveira is better. It comes down to what you prioritize.
Who cares? Fuck it. He's a great champion. He's right now. Khabib's done what he's done. Let him be, a great coach as he is now. And yeah, we'll see.
I just feel like if you like the UFC the way it is, or mixed martial arts for the way it is, then you need to, like, obviously prioritizing champions like Charles Oliveira, who go out there, put on incredible fights, exciting fights, get dropped, come back, take on all comers, stay active. Like, that is something that the UFC is about, and something that has made the UFC so successful. If everyone comes out and we prioritize being undefeated, everyone needs to, we'll end up like boxing, where no one fights each other, the fights are difficult to make, guys protect their records. So it's like, if you like the sport the way it is, then Charles Oliveira is like an incredible.
You make a good argument. I wasn't even thinking, I wasn't even like convinced yet, but the way you just put it there, I'm like, yeah. Well, this has been fun. First pay-per-view in how long? I'm actually excited for this. I haven't even watched the countdown yet, but I think I'll watch it tomorrow just to get bricked up for it, if I'm not already bricked up. So yeah.
All right, cool.
Peace.
Hey guys, what's up? Izzy here. Like, subscribe, and comment if you enjoyed this video.